Hello, my name is Gerard Campo. I'm an engineer with GYSK Energy Solutions. Today we have three different options for running our iPower tower. We have a gas option with a gel sterno. So either the sterno, which is an ethanol gel energy, produces a nice flame, clean flame. We have propane or natural gas as a standalone system. The second option we're going to show you is the gas burner for cooking. While you're cooking your food, you can run a secondary system which will charge batteries, as we'll demonstrate with option 1, and also cook your food. And then we have a third option, which is using a wood stove or some sort of wood biomass system or as a method of heating to create power. Now this system in particular, you can scale to up to 100 to 200 watts depending on how many of these iPower towers you load into the framework of the system. Now this system basically is designed and basically making windows. Each window would take this heatsink and install it so that the heatsink is inside the unit where it's in direct contact with the fire being produced, and it extracts the heat, goes through our system into our cold side, and our cold side is filled with water, which is then the sink, which draws the heat out and distributes the heat outside. Okay? So what we're going to do today is show you basically the systems of how they work. These systems are basically just for demonstration to show you optionality, but this is a working unit right now. What we've done is we filled this with water. Each of these towers require about 1.2 liters of water. Once you fill the water up and you have your fuel, you simply light your fuel source. Wait approximately 2 to 3 minutes for your LED light to turn on. Once that light turns on, then you start producing enough power to run your loads. The 12-volt battery can be charged as an auxiliary. You can run that all the time and have that engaged on the secondary, and then you basically run your 5-volt for any other peripherals. So for radio, for instance, you can see you got lighting and you've got the radio turning on. So right now that is being run by the 5-volt USB. If you want, the 12-volt is also engaged. So as you can see here, we'll flip this on. You've got lighting for 12-volt. You have your radio and your light on your radio operator. Now simply there's just not enough outputs here to run a whole bunch of stuff. So what we'll do is we'll turn this off. We'll disconnect this, and we'll plug in our cell phone. And as you can see, it is charging. There's your cell phone charging. So even though the lights are still operating, you're still charging. So it shows you the power of the unit. It can run multiple loads at multiple times. You just have to configure how you want to run and what you want to run. You can also charge your 12-volt battery by simply plugging the auxiliary in. And therefore you get multiple units operating at the same time. And it all depends on the quality of heat you're using. So right here, as you can see, we're using a very small burner with a very small propane burner operating. So it doesn't require a lot of energy, but it requires concentrated energy for it to operate properly. And then the sterno obviously will give you the similar power as the propane. The burner will give you similar power between 8 and 10 watts. And the wood stove, because of the mass of energy it has significant potential to produce 100 to 200 watts of power. With each one of these added, you'll gain a 10-watt increase in performance. Okay, it's all laid out in our PowerPoint. You'll see all the options, and here you can see You'll see this in color, but you can see how a wood stove can be populated with multiples of these. And here you have this unit here, and this is the unit with the heat sink. The heat sink is, this wood stove is cut out, windows are cut out, and these are inserted into the window so that this heat sink is inside to extract the heat out. Thank you very much for listening today, GYSK Energy Solutions. My name is Gerard Campo. Thank you.